Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Trisha and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Scotland in the UK. And I've been a demonstrator for October, November, December, for nearly a year and a half now. Best decision I ever made. Just putting that out there. Okay, so today we are on simple stamping and we're going to set it up a little just to show you a little different effect. So I have basic black cardstock, 5 7/8 by 4 1/8 in size. We have a piece of Whisper White which measures, what does this measure now? Hang on. This measures 5 3/4 inches by 3 3/4. And it's a bit off because what we're going to do is we're going to stamp on here and then we're going to cut this into 3 pieces and layer it up on the card. So, let's see. This piece here, if I trim that down, that'll do for the insert of my card. So this needs to be 5 3/4 as well. Okay, so that is going to be the insert and we'll do some stamping on that as well if we have time today. Right, okay, so let's get stamping. Now I have chosen to go with Blushing Bride and also Tuxedo Black today. So that's why I have the black card base. And the stamp sets I'm using are Painted Poppies and the Coordinating Peaceful Moments stamp segments. Right, so what we want to do is I want to use my Stamparatus. Okay, now I have my lovely Stamparatus foam mat here, like so. Okay, so we're going to pop the card on the mat. Now, I'm not going to stamp anything kind of in this area because I'm going to keep this for a sentiment. So I can pop the magnet over there. And I'm also going to pop it over that corner as well. Now, the reason I'm using the Stamparatus is because, sorry about the glare there. I'm just going to prop that up like that. Is because I want to use two-step stamping, incorporating this and this. Okay, so we're using the Poppy stamps. Now, this is based on a card that I've done before. Lots of people have done it where they split the card stock, well, the top layer into a panel. So it's not my idea, but I am recreating it from a previous project that I'd done before using the To a Wild Rose. So I'm going to pop the main one here, okay? Now I should say, because I'm using red rubber, I do not need the foam mat. So I'll just remove that for a second. Okay, and I'm not planning on stamping off of the card. So I don't need my grid paper in there. Right, so let's get the black ink out. And we're just going to ink that up good. Let me bring it in shot. Sorry about the glare of my LED lights. Okay, so we're just going to pop that there. Okay, so that's one of the stamps. And I'd like to bring in some, I think I'll bring in some foliage, which I am going to stamp in black. Okay, so if I do need to stamp off of this actually. Let me get a piece of scrap paper. Because if I'm honest, I don't know what I've done with my grid paper for my Stamparatus. So I'm just going to use this piece of scrap, alright? So just make sure that doesn't interfere with your stamping. Right, so I think I want some foliage down here. Whoops. Sorry, guys. So I'm just going to add some ink and stamp. And if you don't get the desired effect or the darkness that you're after, you can just stamp again. So, I'm just making this up. I haven't kind of planned it or anything. I know roughly what I'm doing in terms of where on the card I want to stamp, but I'm not sure how it will turn out. I'm sure it'll be fine. I hope so anyway. I'm just going to double stamp that, like so. We're going to bring in some of the smaller poppies now. Well, the smaller poppy, which is this one. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up like so with both of the images that are already stamped. Yeah, the last project I done like this was using 2 Wild Rose, and it turned out really nice, and I actually sent that way as sent it to someone as a piece of Happy Mail. So right, now I also want to bring in the poppy here in the corner. And you can just stamp whatever you like. There's no right or wrong way. Right, okay, what else should I put in here? What else? Let's have some smaller leaves. So we'll have this smaller one here. It's very sticky. Just want to marry it up with the other lines. See how we get on. Try not to get the ink all over your hands. Love my Stamparatus. I love it. And it's such a handy size. I'm going to just bring this in here, like so, fill in some of the gaps. It's very portable. One thing I don't have yet is the carry bag for mine, but I don't tend to take it out. It's always on my desk, you see, so. Right, now, what I want to do is I want to bring in this this stamp. Now, you can see roughly where it covers. Now, this is going to be stamped in Blushing Bride. I think this goes really nice against the basic black. Okay, so I'm just adding some colour to that at the side there. Ta-da! Beautiful. Now I want it deeper than that. Flirty Flamingo would also be nice. I just want to use Blushing Bride today. I may bring in some other pinks actually. So there's Blushing Bride on there. Okay. This splatter one I'm going to pop directly over the other poppy, and I'll do the same in the corner, like so. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is a great stamp. Great stamp. I'm just going to pop it here over this one. You can see how it's coming together now when you add colour on it, and then it's going to look even nicer once we add it to the card base. Right, so I'm just wiping that off as I go because it makes for such easier crafting. Okay, now what I was thinking for the leaves, now I can hand stamp this. I was going to add in a touch of Mossy Meadow. Touch of Mossy Meadow, if I can get it out. In fact, you know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try basic grey. What the hang? Let's keep the tones nice. Oh yeah, I do like it. So I'm just stamping across my leaves, whatever way your little heart desires. Like I say, there's no right or wrong. Sometimes you make it up as you go, it is better. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. And I think I could either stamp a sentiment in the Blush and Bride or in the basic grey. Right, now I'm going to actually add a little bit of grey to the flowers, just by repeat stamping like that. Okay. And I'm thinking it possibly needs something else. So let me get a fresh piece of a fresh piece of scrap. That is very nice. I do like that. Now I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to stamp on there or whether that is going to do me fine. I am going to add a touch of the basic grey on top of my Blush and Bride Poppy 1, like so. It will change the colour of the pink on there, but that's absolutely fine. So let me see if I can give you a little close-up. So I think that looks really pretty. And then we can add some more, we could add Wink of Stella or anything. Right, now this is definitely going to need some extra stamping on it. I'm thinking about the sentiment, life is better with a friend like you. Just because I absolutely love friendship sentiments. So I think possibly I'll stamp something in this corner as well. Okay, so let's switch the magnets around to this side. And let's bring in this poppy here. You see how I'm kind of going down in increments along the side of that paper. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is when I have most fun card making, because we just make up as we go. Yay! I think a little leaf off of there will finish that off nicely. Fill in that little tiny bit at the end there, like so. Perfect. And now we're going to come back in with our infill stamp. Okay, and we're going to, let's see, what way should I put that on this time? There. So we're part stamping the image. Beautiful. Now that needs to be moved over a slight little bit, but it doesn't matter. Because of the style of the image that it actually prints, it doesn't matter if you get it the wrong way or need to shift it at all. Let's make that darker. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Right, now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in my mouse mat now to stop that glare for a second, because it's annoying me. If it's annoying me, it must be annoying you. Okay, we've got our fab little kind of graffiti effect stamp there. Okay, and I am going to stamp directly on top of the card like so. Now, what I think we can do is just add a little bit more of that effect. Up the remainder of the card like so. I think that's nice. And I'm going to stop there because I'm thinking any more and it's going to be too much. Now, this would look lovely as well, stamping in grey and Mango Melody, which are lovely colours together as well. Right, now, I'm going to take that off. Oh, I nearly got my magnets stuck together. I'm just going to leave that scrap piece in there for the moment. Okay. Wow. Look how stunning that is against the black. I almost don't want to actually cut that up, but I'm going to, because that's what I set out to do today. So I need to, I've kind of worked it out, if I cut it at 1 1/4 increments across the way, that will suffice. I'm going to leave the pink out, because I may stamp it in pink. So are you ready? Sorry if it's breaking anyone's heart, but so 1 1/4, 1 1/4. So there's our 3 pieces. Ba 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 da ba. Now all we need to do is stick them on. And you can see there's just enough for a little tiny increment in between. So let's get rid of the inside and let's stick these on. Remember which order they go in. Because if you're anything like me and forget, you'll be kicking yourself. Okay, I'm going to do the stamping on the sentiment last, okay? Right, that's my dud one. I need to put that in the bin. I keep forgetting and I keep picking it up and it keeps not working. Right, just moving my lamp a little bit. Or maybe it's this one that's not working. Oh, it is, it's working, it's working. Let's just add the glue on there. Remembering where we're going to place it. Like I said, just a tiny little increment. This one goes on here. Like so. Sorry guys, I keep hitting that. I've actually got I'm not long out the bath and I've actually got a towel on my head and I keep nodding it into the camera stand, so I do apologise. Okay, so there we go. Wow, I do like it. Now what are you thinking? Do you think pink for the sentiment? I do too. So let me grab a bigger block, which is my H block. Oh jeez, oh, sorry. Right, now we're going to stamp in Blushing Bride. Ta-da! I think that's very pretty. I do like that. Sorry, I'm breathing a bit funny today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Right, isn't that beautiful? Let me bring in my scrap piece of the paper again. Which I shall use for the inside of the card. Okay, now what we're going to do is repeat the same kind of stamping, but just the flower once, and maybe a couple of leaves. So just part stamping that in the middle, and I'll get the smaller leaf. Just going to add that there. Add this one here, like so. Right, if I pop that away, what I want now is the Blushing Bride for on top of this. I am stamping this slightly different in the front. Okay, I don't want it as bold as the front, you see. Okay, so I've got that away, and I want to use the grey on these little leaves, like so. Ta-da! Brilliant. So, I do like that. Now I have smudged a little bit, so let me bring my my little graffiti one back in. I'm just going to add some splodges around to take away from those little extra bits of ink. Right, so let's put this in the inside of the card. Absolutely adorable. Okay. Now, in the previous card that I done, like I said, using the two wild rose, oh, that's a bit squint. I actually layered up this piece as well, and I put the flower in this left top corner. I think that is beautiful. Now, I've just dropped my pen. Now, what I would say is, let's see if there is any embellishments or sequins that I can use on this card. Now, I'm just popping my inks away just now because I've already popped my fingers in them lots and I'm absolutely covered. I've got really sore fingers and it's really hard to shut these today. Right, so let me see. What do I have? I am just loving the sequins just now. What? I think I'll use the woven threads. And I think, see these little blue ones? I think they would look absolutely adorable. But let me get a few out, just to kind of see. They're too pink for this project. We have the white ones as well. That's pink. There's blue. I think I might add a couple of... They're all sticking to me because my fingers are sticky. I've got the white ones. You know what? I think I'll just leave it. I think I'll leave it as it is, because I'm trying to keep it to simple stamping with as least possible steps. But please feel free to add any embellishments if you think it needs it. So, pop those sequins away. Not today's project, Trisha. And that is our simple stamping card made. There's various ways you can make it little squares, like a little jigsaw. But I do love the inside stamp, especially when it's on this basic black cardstock. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting this channel. If it wasn't for you guys watching, I wouldn't be doing it. So anyway, thanks again, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye now.